This is gonna be my gaming channel with some storytelling, I guess you can call it, whatever. It's mostly about fan fictions that I've created, but whatever. You know you know the rules. I don't own any of this crap. Even if I did, I would be rich, like really rich. Some of the stuff I do own, like some of the OP abilities, but I even one of the abilities that I had borrowed is actually my original part of my original and part not my original idea. So I wish you guys with out there luck with while listening to me talk or storytelling. So as I this is about Naruto. Uh, he's 6 years old. He's walking through a forest because he was left outside of the stupid. Hang on, I got clear my throat. He had to go to the orphanage. It was pretty stormy outside, and they had let. Oh crap! Did I dump my soda all over the place? Yeah, guys. Yeah, not too much. Good. Sorry about that. Anyway, so Naruto was now looking for shelter until he hears a faint whisper.
Wasted.
This whisper was so soothing and calming. It was calling him toward the forest of death, but the forest of death at the time was asleep. Like all the animals didn't see him or something. Even though they were looking dead at him, they left him alone, knowing that he's a dangerous target if they attacked him right now. You see, because the thing that was calling Naruto was in a temple that all animals were avoiding.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you're here.
Because it leaked death.
Makes sense. Max is working with Requiem.
Or the work of death.
I need the power on.
So
that, I give you your spy. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. Dr. Peck, how's life treating you under the red sun? We'll do this. Just have Agent Maxis ready for evac.
So, let me tell you something. My story... Where are these guys? Anyways. So, as he was walking to the temple, he wasn't for sure why, but he felt like it would belong to him and his family. Or whoever his family was. All he knew, he was an orphan. That could have been anything. So, as the voice said, up here, you... Here. Just up here. He gets up, crawls up the mountain, or not mountain. The temple's,
Tango removed.
steps inside, young one. Kaze or Uzumaki, or both. And that set ringers in Naruto's head because he didn't know the fourth Hokage had a child, let alone he was his son. But that begged to differ because he always looked like him. So it couldn't be wrong, could it? So he goes up to this place, finds the voice that's calling him. Turns out it's a sword in the stone. Not just any sword. Like I said, this is not my original part of the sword. A soul sword, a soul slayer. A Zanbakuto, mind you. But within this sword was his own personal power, where it was locked away from him. Or was it? With this power, he has the ability to summon free one or summon a Zanpakuto or spirit. So as he grabbed the handle of the Zanpakuto, knowing full well that this was his and his alone. Oh crap. So as he was pulling on the sword, it was being pulled out very, very slowly. But he was not having trouble. It was just that his tiny body was not used to having get something, you know, like trying to pull a freaking
Throwing granada.
So anyways, as he was now has the sword fully in his hands, he's looking at it like it was his own study. Little did he know this was also his ancestor's blade. And what was it called? Well, this is where it's not OOC, OC's part of it.
C4 going up.
Because his name was Zangetsu. No matter how hard you find it to be.
That's the first one done. Let's get the other two back online, shall we? I'm very busy today. You better keep your end of the bargain, Peck.
So as we see Naruto finally having the sword in his hand, he looks at the tablet that was addressed to the family he belonged to. The Uzumaki family tree line has always been the Soul Slayer. But what makes this Yua Namikaze, we'll find out soon enough. He didn't know what a Namikaze was. So he waited and waited. He was very patient. If anybody thought Naruto wasn't patient in the world, well, they would be wrong, because Naruto is one of the patients he's ever been.
Watch out!
One less walking corpse.
Just give me a second. I'll finish this storytelling. So as Naruto curiously looked at the Zanpakuto, he puts it. It was pretty. It looked like a broadsword katana to him, but he's not the one who made it. So, okay. Even though it was sealed here by his mom when he was first born. You see, Naruto's Zanpakuto manifested when he was born, and his mom had to steal it away because of stupid ritual that had to be done in the future to make sure that you are because she had to be there to watch her son get the special item, and the item was, she didn't know what was that, so she couldn't help her son with his soul reaping powers that he would get from unlocking the Soul Slayer. But what really made Naruto freak out was that the sword turned into, that was a broadsword, felt like it was a woman. So you haven't yet learned to use your Ryutsu or spirit energy control as before. Who are you, miss? I am your Zanpakuto spirit. I am. Let's see here. What's a good name? Who would use that one? Oh, I know. Rugetsu. Rugetsu, huh? And as minute he said that, the blade transformed into a kind of like Ichigo's Bankai, but this is not the only sword he had with him, though. He had another sword that was a part of the big broadsword he had, and this one was a white blade. And no, it's not a dual-wielding Zangetsu. Rugetsu is his main blade. His second blade is Zangetsu, but he hasn't had the power to unlock him yet. Just stating the facts. I'm not trying to upset anyone. So, if you're thinking, no, shit. Oh, well, I'll figure that part out later. Anyway, so, yes, Zangetsu is his main blade, but Rugetsu is his secondary blade because it's so overpowered it's not fine. I don't know why I made an overpowered Shikai that can't go Bankai, even though all swords can go Bankai, except for Rugetsu, because she's a blade that chooses her wielder. And let me explain why. The wielder of Rugetsu, and this is my original Zanpakuto. Original because she's an elemental, sub-elemental, melee Zanpakuto, which means she can't use elements like, like a normal Zanpakuto. She's just a melee type, always release Zanpakuto, but she channel Ryutsu into one of the gems that's on her Sumba, then it turns her blade into a different color, depending on which one you chose. If it was Earth, it hardens it gives you like a better blockages and stuff. I'll explain it later. But right now, we have to put, as he was going to black out, he's got to get his other gift, because these gifts were given to him by the Shinigami. He did this on purpose. He didn't want Naruto to be left alone in this world with nothing. So the Shinigami knew Krishna wanted to teach her son, but she knew, and he knew he couldn't because he sealed the fox inside of Naruto, and plus she was losing her life force by the second. No matter how hard you look at it, it was sad. Yes, Naruto still doesn't have any parents, but something happened that even Naruto didn't expect. His parents didn't really die. I'll explain later, but this is just the prologue. So as he was about to pass out the sword in his mind, or whatever in his mind, told him, "Do not pass out yet, young Namikaze Uzumaki. If you are a Namikaze, and a true one at that, you have one more gift for you, for the gifts that are to come." That little orb you see there, young boy, young one, he shook his head, yeah. What does it look like to you? What does it look like to me? It looks beautiful. It looks amazing. It looks like something that can help me with becoming Hokage. I want to get stronger and all, but I don't want to. Now this is where I am going to go not Aizu mode, but I want to make him realize what his dream is and what he really wants to do. So as Naruto thinking about it, why do I want to become Hokage anyway? These people are so mean to me. They wouldn't even listen if I were turned good, if I did turn good. Maybe they would or maybe they wouldn't. Who would know? Only Naruto would know. Only Naruto would know. And to that, I'm sorry I had to ruin you guys' dream, but to that, Naruto is not becoming Hokage like he wants, like his dad does. I'm sorry, but I just can't have Naruto doing the same thing again. Like, I just died. I keep dying. I just can't stop dying. I wish this scene was stopped and let me repeat over and over like the first game. They really screwed that part up. So, as I was saying, he wanted to be someone like a hero that could protect his family and loved ones, but without having to sacrifice his life for people that really don't want him. Unless if he could change their views, then he might become Hokage. That's if he could change their views. So Naruto's second guessing himself if he wants to become Hokage or not. But yes, his desire, his passion, his most innermost, what's that word I'm thinking of? His innermost being is to protect the one he loves, which Ichigo was proud of doing, protecting his friends, his loved ones, his family, the town. Naruto, it's the same. Oops, hang on. Oh crap, wrong button. The same way. Hey. The same way. Hang on. Get rid of this. Put that one there. So, sorry about that. So, Naruto the same way. So, after a while, Naruto goes to the orb and says, "Yeah, that's what I want to be. I want to become a good family man. I want to protect everyone even my friends. Even if I have to, I will protect my village, even though they treated me wrong.
My team has reached the village. Do you copy?
I need the power to do it anyway."
Welcome to Vietnam.
And that's when the orb started growing even brighter. Because as an Uzumaki, their will to protect their family is, attainable, or not attainable, what's that word I'm looking for? Achievable, but for a Namikaze, it's not, because there's what Minato did to Naruto. But even though Naruto finds out what his father does, he still has no ill will towards them.
still at the
So
facility.
let me tell you the reason why
She is
later
heralded by
on.
Dr. Peck.
So 6-year-old Naruto was looking at the orb as it was shining brighter in his hand. What's going on? The Hogyoku has chosen you as its master. I had to steal this from my subordinate named Aizen. He's
Was them or me?
from his chest, and as he turned to dust, I took his soul away. Now, you may think that the Soul King is the same as his being, but you would be wrong. That's why Kisuke never met the Soul Goddess.
Threat neutralized.
The Soul Goddess is above the Soul King's realm, which nobody knows. Only I do, because I made it up. The Soul God, or Goddess, I should say, is the only one. What's this? Oh, weird. Why would this be here? Oh, yes, the Soul Goddess. Is what sealed the Nine Tails and something else in Naruto to help him out with everything. But he will figure that out later. This is a big gift for him. So when he turned 6, he was supposed to get these gifts, but he had to get them in a weird way, like the goddess is about to say. Hello there, young Naruto. How have you been? Who are you, lady? Oh, you don't know who I am? You don't know about the Shinigami? You're the Shinigami? Yep. Are you here for my soul? No, little boy. I'm here to tell you that you're left with gifts. Your father did something very bad, and I have to correct it. So you're the one that's gonna not pay, but you have to watch out for your dad. He's not that what's that word? As good as people think he was. Not even the third Hokage knew his deception and evilness. Your mother was even trapped by his deception.
Dead man down.
He was a man of many plans. When I stole his precious orb. You're saying that Aizen is my dad? No, Aizen's reincarnation of your father. Yeah, then yes. Wait, so Aizen's not my dad. Then who is Aizen? I'll show you, little one. The man who tried to kill the man that I had to seal up because his power was still strong. So strong, but he was not using it correctly. But I don't know why others chopped his other limbs off. But anyways, you will understand why the man turned to dust after I stole that attack from him. You see, Naruto, the Hogyoku can dispatch between Shinigami and Hollow. Well, that's not her true purpose. Her true purpose, yes. You see, Naruto, the Hogyoku is to seek one's heart's desire and make them stronger than what they really are. Make them more, but you won't get it all in one day. You have to train vigilantly. That's why I took it from Aizen. He was abusing the power of my baby girl. So you're saying that the Hogyoku is your daughter? Exactly. I'm so sorry. They may have thought they created her half and half. But it was me who had to seal her away into half the little orb. I know she's not happy with me
How's
right
life treating
now.
you under the red sun? We'll do this. Just have Agent Maxis ready for evac.
But don't worry, young Naruto. I'm not gonna do the same thing to you. Now that she's whole again, the two idiots that thought that was her power over everything, it was a boundary between power.
Frag the flesh.
I'm feeling lucky. This is what's... okay.
Nice little gun.
Maybe one more. I can't sell this. Alright, I'll take this MG. Sorry. I hate this MGs. It's a pretty powerful one though. We'll make this road, guys. So, as I was saying, Naruto, that Oroku is my daughter. The full power of her could destroy you if you don't use it correctly. But that's why I created her, to test one's heart and desire.
Wasted.
So, now you understand the rules, Naruto? Yes, ma'am. I'll treat her with as much respect as I can. So then Ichigo would have said, she said to herself, that's a good boy. Now, I must leave. Where are you going? I don't know what it matters to attend to right now, Ichigo or Naruto. But always remember, don't let power get to your head. Just because you have power doesn't mean you're strong. I know, I heard it from Gigi before. Good, at least your Gigi's teaching you. Who's your Gigi? He's not my real grandfather. I heard he's actually your grandfather. Oh, you mean Saboteur? Yeah, he's a good man. He's doing good for himself. I'm glad Saboteur didn't follow his parents. She said to herself, without knowing she said it out loud, but no, they weren't paying attention. He was trying to talk to Ugetsu to get her opinion on the Shinigami King or Goddess. That's when he heard her. You idiot, I'm trying to rest. Summoning me was really bad, you know. You took up a lot of Ryutsu, kid. Next time, practice. Use Ryutsu control. Ryutsu control. Because you're gonna need it, kid. Huh? Oh, he heard that your first unlocked too. You only have 2 because of something that happened during childbirth. What do you mean? See, when you were sealed, when she was sealed away. She, kinda left something behind. No, she didn't leave behind. Oh, crap. One more. Come on, be a good one. Oh, that's a good one. And there we go.
Tango removed.
So I did all that for nothing. That's bull crap. But I do have another. Oh wait, I have to turn on the power. Alright, pop. Wait, let's get this up. Almost done.
You deserve that.
Alright, here we go.
With them or me. Enemy down.
Raptor 1 is in range for extraction. Your call.
And that's where we're stuck for days.
Extraction is a no-go. Stand by for next window.
Kill.
Shit. Oh, this is going on a little down.
Need a medic.
So, anyways, Naruto finally understands everything, and as he was meditating to get to his inner world, he was greeted by 2 hugs. One was a girl around his age. This must be the Hokuku, which was the right. And the other was Rugetsu, which was a little bit older than he was, and had dragon gauntlets and greaves and a blade that looked like his, except for he didn't have the gauntlets or the greaves of a dragon-looking thing. Little did he know that those were real gauntlets, or real dragon scale arms and feet. But this is Naruto we're talking about as a kid. Come on, man. Who thinks of that? So, you know what? I think I just better go invisible. I do better that way anyway. Plus, it saves your life. There we go. So, as Naruto was done getting hugs, he sees this white version of himself with a shiaksho on. Well, he didn't know what it was. It looked like a Hakata pants and kimono shirt, black shirt, or white shirt, but he looked exactly like Naruto. Which was weird because he thought, well, he didn't know who this was. So, this young man that looked like him
They're gone.
only did, hang on, I'll be right back, guys. Oh. Alright. Let's see. Anyways, guys, so sorry about that. I had to check on something. That's a little too loud. It's okay, baby. So as Naruto was getting to know the Hodoku and one of his Zanpakuto spirits, he doesn't know Zangetsu is actually a Razor Shion, but he does know that
Ravenoff, you said Maxis is being held at the Omega facility.
There we go.
Yes.
That he does know
The
that.
teleporter on the roof will take you there.
Let's just go
You
there
look
now.
ready. Marshal, perhaps you will not die today.
Whatever,
I
I'll
would join
fill.
you for the slaughter, but they all...
But anyways, I was
Great. Now I've got Requiem agents on my turf. Omega will love this. Actually, this might work. Let's test a hypothesis. Requiem agents will restore facility power if offered Agent Maxis as reward. Go. Okay, we'll play ball. Then we're coming for Maxis. And you.
Come on, buddy, you can do it. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Sorry, I'm talking to my dog. He's really hurting today. There you go, that a boy.
Target down.
Alright, so anyways, after Naruto got done talking to everybody, Zayatsu didn't want to say anything because he doesn't trust the kid yet. He only trusted Ichigo, but now he has a new king he has to follow. He's not too happy about it. But what can he say? This kid is a representation of himself as well. Who won't believe him? Who will? So Rugetsu comes. How am I going to reintroduce yourselves, Rugetsu? Because I see a lot of king in him. He is the king of this world. You're not used to this place, are you, Zangetsu? Said Rugetsu. You're straight about that. I may be a hollow and a Zanpakuto by nature, but it doesn't mean I get to be any less because I have a heart now thanks to my old king. And now I got a new king I must follow, and it's just heartbreaking, you know? After all my king went through, this kid went through more worse than what my king did. It's ridiculous. I can't believe it. People treat their kids here like that. It's sad. You must be getting some of your old partner's empathy. Like I said, I have a heart. To have. But anyways. So as Naruto went out on the outside, he saw something, or he saw the Shinigami goddess. Waiting for him to get done talking to his spirits, and she noticed the lack of the second blade, Zangetsu. She knows why he's not there, because he's conflicted, and they haven't had a bond like Rugetsu and his new king did. So he was feeling kind of jealous at the moment. So the goddess knew that Zangetsu has to pass the trials later. Anyways, it's just sad. Yeah, we got a thunderstorm over here, guys. So if I lose power, that's what happens.
Watch your ass. That thing popped up like a jack-in-the-box from hell. Stay alert. There'll be more hiding in the shadows.
Dead man. I'm taking this way. Check your shot. Throwing something. You deserve that. Come mierda. Throwing Semtex. Dead man down.
Raptor 1 is available for evac.